Hey guys, this is your boy Rod from DBZSHFIGS.com, and today I'm bringing to you this week's news and updates video. But before we begin, I want to let you know that I'm on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Once I reach that milestone, I'll be giving away one of these Tamashii Nation store exclusive Son Goku Innocent Challenger. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe because you might even be the one that takes this one home. So as usual, we're going to start at my website, DBZSHFIGS.com. Just a reminder, you could go here and look at every single release in the Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts line. You could click on any figure to look at pictures, videos, information, and more. You know, if you're brand new to the series or collecting the Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts, it's a great resource for you. And if you're a longtime veteran, I think you could still appreciate it. But anyways, just wanted to remind you as well that I have an Amazon deals tab here where you can find all the best deals currently on Amazon for Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts. I do want to highlight some. I know I keep highlighting them every week, but I think they're really great deals that you should take advantage of if you want these figures and you don't have them. So first of all is the Goku from GT. 14% off, currently $47. So you save about $7 if you don't have that one. For the Daima Mini Vegeta, 33% off. That's massive. That's what, this figure should be worth, right? Because to me, it's the worst figure in the line. But if you don't have it and for some reason you want it, only $23.50. The Blue Vegeta, which on the other hand is one of my favorite Vegetas in the entire line, 20% off, 1/5 of the price, slashed off, $28 only. I think that's a very good price for this. And then just want to say, if you do have Amazon Prime, free shipping on top of it. So you're really getting a great deal. Now, this one is not much of a deal because it's currently at retail. However, it is a little bit harder to find for retail currently. So I just wanted to highlight it. For $38, you have the Goku eating set. If you don't have it, it's a really fun piece to add to your Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. You can have him sitting down, enjoying some food with, his family, friends, whatever. It's a really funny one and a great display piece, to be honest. We have the Mini Goku, only 9% off because he does have more appeal than Vegeta. That's what I'm assuming it's for. He comes with his power pole. He looks better. 9% off, still, $3 off, not bad. And then lastly, another one that has, the same price as retail. However, buying it elsewhere is going to cost you some shipping. So, decided to put it here because, once again, if you have Prime, you're saving on shipping. And then we do have the Gohan from the Cell games, 12% off, $57.52. You save, like $7. And then lastly is the Piccolo from Daima, 11% off. You save about $7 if you don't have it, and that one's a really nice one. So yeah, check those out if you don't have it. Next up, we're going to move over to the Tamashii Nations calendar. So if you don't know, this is like the calendar that Tamashii Nations puts out where you could filter by the series or, the kind of figures you like and see what's coming up within the month. So for May, only thing we have left is the Vegeta Adult Daima that's being released in, Japan is going to get it first, of course. So if you are importing the figures, you should be getting them pretty soon. They get them a lot faster than we do over here in the States. Like the Adult Goku, I've seen a lot of people, get them in hand already, but they've yet to start showing up in our stores. So yeah. Vegeta, May 24th. That one looks amazing. And that's pretty much it. There's this Figuarts Zero, but I don't really cover those. So yeah, not much going on. Hey guys, I'm happy to announce that I will be starting an optional membership program to my channel. If you want to support the videos as well as the website, you will be receiving exclusive emoji and badges, as well as your name will be displayed at the end of every video. You will also get all my new videos early before anyone else. I will also be hosting an exclusive live stream with all the members once a month. Just want to say completely optional and up to you if you want to join. Link in the description. So we're going to move over to the Premium Bandai. Just a reminder, they do have, this promotion going on where it's like free shipping if you order $120 or more worth of figures. And that's, before tax and fees. So, That's quite steep. I wish they would do free shipping just on any order, but I mean, if you do have like a bulk order to make, now's the time. And then just wanted to highlight a pre-order. So we do have now delivery month of 2025 in November. So it's still open. They haven't announced when it's going to close, but yeah, $80, a bit steep for a side character, to be honest, but it is basically another Piccolo. So, so yeah, I mean, of course I'm going to be getting it, but I understand if people are going to skip it because $80 for, once again, a side character, it's a bit high. And then we do still have the Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku Mini Daima. The pre-orders are still open. They still haven't announced when it's going to close. This one has a delivery month of December 2025, so you won't be getting it in hand until the end of the year. This one is $70, which is also a bit steep. You do get this cool Kamehameha effect piece. However, the figure is so tiny. It comes with your standard hands and faces, but still $70. Still up to you. And then again, the Broly, the 40th anniversary, the reissue, the second run, still open. It opened in January 31st, and they still haven't announced when it's going to close. So that's kind of crazy to me. Again, $90 for this one. You're basically buying a piece of history. And this is like one of the coolest Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts that was ever released. I remember wanting it so bad as a kid. Now it comes with this 40th anniversary stand, so that just adds a little more collectability aspect to it. I'm happy to get my hands on it. If you don't have this one and want to add it, now's the best time. But anyways, I mean, like I said, bulk orders, there's not really that much that they're offering on Premium Bandai currently. I don't think a lot of people are running for the Purunga. This one, the effect piece, like I said, if you have Amazon Prime, you don't have to pay shipping anyways. They do have the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Ultra Instinct, Nothing really that's like standing out to me as like must gets, to be honest. So I don't know how much you're going to be using that free shipping promo. But anyways, we're going to move over to Big Bad Toy Store. And again, they do have in stock the first form Frieza, $4 flat rate shipping, so not bad. This is one of my favorite figures in the entire line. So if you don't have it, I really, really, really recommend it right now that it's, re-released and it's going to be for retail. I don't want you to pay resale later. So if you don't have it, it's a really good pickup in my opinion. And then the pre-orders are still available for the Majin Buu. So this one, again, the the re-release announcement came out of nowhere. And, a lot of people were happy with it. He comes with his little chocolate bar and all these funny faces. Is your chance to get it for retail if you don't have it. So make sure you pre-order. And then last pre-order is the adult Piccolo from Daima, $75, which is basically, a normal Piccolo price nowadays. The Proud Namekian, I believe, was about that same price. This one does come with the soft goods cape, meaning you could articulate the cape however you want it. It's not a hard plastic like the Proud Namekian. So, other than it having more of a Daima aesthetic, which I'm not the fan of, but I think this might be the go-to Piccolo just because of that soft goods cape. But anyways, speaking of that Piccolo, again, just want to let you know, this company, Toys in the Box, I've bought many figures from them before, completely trust them, and they're actually offering their adult Piccolo for only $70, so you get to save $5 from like Big Bad Toy Store. So, I'm probably going to get mine from there. Expected release date, September 30th. Over here, same thing, September. Probably going to get there just to save a few bucks. They do still have the Vegeta older style battle clothes for $90, which, it is resale, which is what you expect with the premium Bandai releases once they go out of the pre-order window. However, this is one of like the cheapest prices that I found from like an online retailer. So, if you don't have any of these and you need to pick them up, I do have a code in the description where if you follow it, you'll save an additional 5% off. So If you want any of these two figures, I suggest you take advantage of that. But anyways, the new part that I included to these news and updates videos are a bit of a third party. I'm still, getting into like the whole world of third party figures. So for me right now, I've bought from 5K Toys before, so it's kind of like the one place I completely trust right now. If you have any other suggestions for, authentic third party retailers, I'm open to suggestions and I will cover them. However, they do still have the demoniacal fit, the Broly, they call it the legendary berserker just to not get copyright infringement, but they do still have them for only $65, which is, I would have thought it'd be more expensive. So this is kind of like the cheapest way to get a Broly. So if you like this, seems like a good price. And then they also have this demoniacal fit, the custom time Vanguard figure. I'm not too familiar with what this is supposed to be. Maybe it's from like a game or something, but it's basically like a Goku that travels through time, and he does have his, power pole. So it's kind of funny. Only $50, so it's not the most expensive thing ever relating to the world of S.H.Figuarts, but I just don't know much about it. But if you do know about it and you want this figure, pick it up there. And then they do still have the demoniacal fit, the Scarlet Martial Artist, the, Kaioken Goku, basically. And it does come with like a little extra skirt for a Vegeta, I guess. But yeah, I've heard the martial artist body is like amazing. So this is just like a Kaioken version. Only $41, which is, like $5-6 more than the general release Kaioken Gokus that we've gotten. So, not a bad price, to be honest. But that's basically it for the third party right now that are available on 5K Toys. Now we're going to move over to just some other miscellaneous news. So Demoniacal Fit did announce that they're coming out with this Top Gun, is what they're officially calling it. But as we could all see, it's a future Trunks that comes with, a bunch of stuff. He comes with his regular hair as well as the Super Saiyan hair, faces for both, a bunch of hands, a little effect piece, and of course his sword. So it's one of those like sleeveless Trunks, which is really cool. He looks really amazing, to be honest. I might pick this one up just because I do really love Trunks, and he looks pretty cool. Here we have another picture of it. So yeah, he looks amazing in my opinion. And then they're also working on releasing this Gogeta. So this will probably be from the Fusion Reborn movie, just because he does have that little halo on top. So they do have other prototype pictures. So like this one right here is basically what it's supposed to look like, which is a Super Saiyan Gogeta, which we have actually not gotten in the Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts line, which is kind of crazy to me. Like we have the blue one, I believe. Now, I did find it funny that they put like a welcome copy and plagiarism, basically saying that other third-party companies are like copying their designs or their figures or whatever, which is just, the irony is not lost on me that it's a third-party figure. So like an unofficial toy maker that's, technically plagiarizing Tamashii Nations because, they do pay for the license and stuff. And then like Demoniac Fit does not do that, but they're like, calling out other third parties. It's just kind of funny. And then Tansen Art Toys, another reputable third party company. They're like in the final stages of releasing the bike Goku. So this is like from a manga cover. And I just gotta say, the attention to detail on this is amazing. Like, I wasn't expecting much out of this because it just seems like one of those, weird releases. Like, is it really necessary? But now that I see it, it looks really, really funny. And it looks very authentically like Goku. He has his power pole and this funny set of clothes that he's wearing. And the bike, I believe the pedals actually turn on this, which is, they didn't have to do that, but they decided to anyways. So I really do appreciate it. The figure looks amazing. I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up just because I don't know if I want to spend money on an quote unquote unnecessary figure. But if you do pick it up, I could see the appeal totally, and I understand. And then next up, Dokkan Assets on Reddit. He posted this, the end of the hobby for now, question mark, which is basically if you buy from AliExpress, you've noticed that a lot of sellers there are not shipping to the US anymore. Or if they are, there's like a 200% markup, like $100 in fees basically. So a lot of people are saying, is the hobby dead now that we can't import these figures, especially when it comes to like third-party figures that are coming from Asia. Like it's gonna be very expensive for us now, or even impossible, since maybe they just don't want to deal with it anymore. I will say, I don't want to get political, and I don't get political here, but I hope this whole situation just, basically goes away. I don't know. It's like a self-inflicted kind of thing. So who knows what the future holds. For now, yeah, it's going to be a bit harder to get these third-party figures, and just to get like, actual original authenticate Bandai S.H.Figuarts from, Asia is just going to be harder to do that. Gonna have to rely more on getting them from like US based stores. But yeah, like I said, hopefully it's not something that lasts for a long time. But for now, it's just something we're gonna have to deal with. And then last thing, Roddy Rogu on Reddit posted that the first form Frieza that I was talking about from Big Bad Toy Store, you can find them if you live somewhere near an official Tamashii Nations retailer, like this one is at the American Dream Bandai store in New Jersey. Then you might be able to find that figure in store. So, if you made it this far into the video, I really appreciate you. And I want to give a special shout out to the members of the DBZSHFIGS Club. We have Blue Fires, Owen, and Burgos LJ. Last week, we had a really cool stream where we all just talked about Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts for like an hour and a half. And it was really fun. So if you want to join, once again, completely optional, but it's always a good time. I really appreciate these guys for supporting the channel and the website. And also, I really appreciate you if you're still hearing this. You're a real one for sticking this long. Really appreciate you. And I hope you have a nice rest of your day.